Hey everyone, are you a college student wondering how to manage your money better? If so, you're in the right place. Today we are talking about budgeting, why it's so important, how it helps you set yourself up for the future, and even how it can put you on the right path to buying your first home someday. Stick around as we dive into savings tips, budgeting tricks, and ways to set yourself up for long-term financial success.
All right, so let's start why budgeting even matters. College is the perfect time to start building good financial habits. Think of it like this: you're laying the groundwork for your future. The habits you develop now can make it easier for you to reach your goals and later on, whether that's buying a car, traveling, or saving for your first house, or just having the security of knowing you're prepared for any unexpected expenses. A budgeting helps you take control of your money instead of wondering where it all went. It's not about restricting yourself. It's actually about giving yourself the freedom to spend on what matters. When you know where your money is going, it's easier to avoid debt, save the things that matter to you, and even have a little more fun without the stress of overspending. Moving on, by budgeting, you're setting yourself up to be financially independent, which will benefit you long after college. And saying this, trust me, learning these skills early can make all the difference in building a stable and successful future. Here are some benefits of budgeting, which can keep track of your spending, cutting down on unnecessary expenses, and making sure you don't take too much debt.
If you're like most students, you might have student loans, and the fact is, those can feel overwhelming. Budgeting can help you manage the debt better, giving you a clear plan to tackle it and keep you from accumulating more. Beyond debt management, budgeting can help you make smart choices with your money. Instead of spending impulsively, you can prioritize things that matter to you, like saving for future goals or budgeting a safety cushion for emergencies. Think of it like setting up your financial game plan. It's the foundation of smarter decisions that lead to financial freedom. Learning how to handle your money now will make it so much easier when you're out of college and taking on bigger responsibilities like rent, utilities, and other bills. By practicing these skills, you'll feel more confident navigating life after graduation. Trust me, getting a grip on your financial success early will make your life a lot smoother after college. Think of yourself later when you're able to make those big life choices, like starting a family or buying a home without the financial stress holding you back. Financial freedom isn't just a buzzword, it's a lifestyle, and budgeting is your first step towards achieving it.
So let's talk about how to get started with budgeting. It doesn't have to be that complicated. First, try categorizing your expenses. Think about basic tuition, rent, food, transportation, and of course, entertainment. To keep a track of it all, you can use a budgeting app like Mint or YNAB, or even a simple spreadsheet would work. The key to monitor your income versus expenses, here's an important tip. Prioritize your need over your wants. Use those student discounts, find free campus events, and even look for small ways to cut costs.
For example, one of my friends started budgeting in college by setting limits on eating out. Instead of spending $100 a month on takeout, they limited it to $50, and it helped them save hundreds by the end of the semester. Because of this, they started learning how to make cheap and nutritious meals from home. Start small and make it a habit. Another helpful strategy is to set specific spending limits for each category. For instance, after calculating your monthly income from part-time job, allowance, or student aid, decide how much to allocate to each category, like $200 for groceries or $50 for entertainment.
By giving yourself clear limits, it becomes easier to avoid overspending. And if you have any money left over in a category at the end of the month, consider putting it into savings or an emergency fund.
This way, you're not only managing your day-to-day expenses, but also building a financial cushion for unexpected costs, like a textbook you didn't anticipate or a quick trip home.
Yeah. So let's now talk about how budgeting prepares you for home buying, and here is where it gets really exciting. Budgeting in college isn't just about getting through the month. It's also about preparing for the future. Taking these steps now could help you set up for success years to come. Let's talk about how this links to something as big as buying a home.
When you get used to managing your money every month, you're developing a discipline to handle bigger expenses down the road. Think about it. Just like managing your rent or groceries now, you'll eventually be managing a mortgage, property taxes, and basic home maintenance.
Yeah.
By starting to save in college, even if it's just a little, you're building a foundation for a down payment. Every dollar counts, and the earlier you start, the better off you'll be when it comes time to buy your first home.
Exactly. So you're probably wondering, how much should you save or invest? A good rule of thumb is the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it breaks down. 50% of your income should go to the needs, things like rent and food. 30% should go to wants. It should be like entertainment or dining out. And last should be the 20%. That's for saving or paying down any debt.
If you're wondering where to put the 20%, think about splitting it between an emergency fund and long-term savings. Some of it can even go to a low-risk investment, like a savings account or an index fund to start budgeting wealth. Start building wealth with compound interest. Starting early makes a big difference.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need a ton of money to start investing. Just getting in the habit can have a huge payoff later on. So, based off that, now let's talk about financial discipline. Budgeting in college isn't just about managing money. It's also about building the discipline you need later in life for the things like big purchases, future investments, and unexpected expenses that are bound to come.
When you stick to a budget now, you're setting yourself up to be responsible with a larger expense down the line, like buying a home. It's about making smart financial choices, setting realistic goals, and understanding your limits.
Let's say your goals include paying off student loans, building an emergency fund, or saving for a down payment. All of these require a long-term commitment, and that commitment starts with the habits you're forming right now. Every small effort towards these goals will add up over time.
All right, let's recap. Today we covered the importance of budgeting in college, how to start a budget, and how these habits can prepare you for even buying your first home. We talked about the 50-30-20 rule, saving and investing early, and building financial discipline. So if you haven't started budgeting yet, now's the time. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Exactly. Just take one step at a time, and you'll be on your way to a stable financial future. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.